Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Ooh, on a very windy and wet day. I've just managed to get back from doing the garden before it really chucked it down. So, from the 5 Points Brewing Company, 5 Points Jupa. A juicy pale ale with bold, refreshing flavours of pineapple and mango. 5.5%. Juicy pale ale using US hops for tropical fruit flavours. A full body, low bitterness for a refreshing taste. And this is a London based brewing company. Got it from Tesco's. I think it was on a 4 for £6 deal. I presume it was anyway. Bloody hell, that came out quick. Bloody hell. That's a bit of a gusher. If you don't know what a gusher is, well, I'm not saying. So, obviously, slightly hazy. Bloody hell, that's got some fantastic aroma on it. Really nice tropical aroma coming from that. Wow, that's nice. Pineapple and mango. Do you know, I'm thinking for a juice wine, to do a pineapple and mango juice wine. Bit of blending, mix, you know, get 3 of each and see how it goes. You know, if it works, it works. If it don't, oh well, it's only a tenner, isn't it, in the grand scheme of things. So, golden pour, slightly hazy at the moment, but that may be because obviously it's cold in here, and the glass as well. Whitehead, and as I says, lovely aroma to it. Oh, that's really nice. The aroma's, you know, beats anything else. So, let's have a dive in. A bit early in the day really, but what can you do? Lovely taste to it, that has. Nice citrusy, tropical citrusy taste rather than your, you know, just... Oh, now that's nice. That's going down really well. So a Jupa pale ale. Not had any from 5 Points Brewing Company before, but amongst my vast collection of blooming beers here, oh Jesus, I've got another one. This is a collaboration with 5 Points and Lost and Grounded Brewers. A double dry hopped IPA, 6.2%. So a future review some way down the line. I've been good. I've kept away from buying any new beers. Picked up a couple of lagers in Asda the other day. I had a couple of quid spare, and rather than just put it in the kitty, I thought, well, I'll see what they've got. Nothing interesting on the beer front, but a couple of cheap lagers. And I thought, well, I've never reviewed them, so I might as well pick them up. But yeah, I've been good just lately. I've been trying to not buy any more beers, but I've been buying wine kits instead, so you know, I'm not buying one thing, I'm buying the other. Oh, I can just start to feel that fire now, and makes it really snug in here. And there's a bit of a gap at the top of the door, so that lets the fumes go out, because obviously gas fires, they're not the greatest. You should never be in a room. You should be in if you use it in a room, you're supposed to have some ventilation in there, which kind of kills off the fact that you're trying to warm the room up in some ways. But in this beer room, it's just taking the chill off nicely. Although I need to do some more moving around in here. I think I've got 2 units that I made out of pallets, and I need to put the cushions back on them. And see this one behind it, just there where that school's on the top, and I've got one with a fire on the top over there. And they normally have seats, cushions on them. You know, it's somewhere for someone to sit. Not that I really have anybody in my bare room anyway, you know. But it looks nice in the winter months at least. And that's another job somewhere down the line to sort out. And I've just started moving everything out. Outside the beer room I've got a patio area, and it's sunk a bit. Bloody slabs have sunk over the years, and I never spent the money and got, you know, did it properly, even though I can do it properly. It's just the fact that I'm not spending money, you know, doing that. So plus I've got a load of stuff to bury. Wood, old wood. We had a wood burner but it fell to bits, so I'm going to dig a big bloody hole, bury all the wood, get rid of it that way, and then relay the slabs again and get it bang on. Last time I did, I laid it and I couldn't be bothered in the end. I just wanted the flipping slabs down as quick as possible. But now I've got a load of stuff to get rid of and bury, and it's a great way. I could go out and buy a ton of sand, but I've still got to get rid of the wood anyway. So I lift all the slabs up, dig a big hole, bury the bloody wood, patterned as a bit of pallet and other crap, get it all buried, chuck it all the soil back on, level it off, and try and level it off as best as I can. And then relay the slabs and see where it goes from there. And then put the artificial turf back on, put the seats down. Job's a good one, hopefully anyway. That's the plan. So, liking this. 5.5%. Yeah, it tastes like a 5.5%. It's certainly a nice little belly warmer, you know, especially on a cold day like this. It's just warming me up quite nicely. Obviously, it must be one of these like unfiltered jobbies, because look at that. Unless it's bottle conditioned or can conditioned, as they are. Doesn't say it is. Ah, yes. Our beers are unfiltered and unpasteurised, so to be full of flavour and aroma. Fair play to them there. I thought it was anyway. And I have no issues with this, but some of the old traditional beer drinkers might think, I'm not drinking that, it's not right, until you taste it. I mean, as a home brewer, I've known some of my beers not to be totally clear, but as long as they taste okay, I don't give a crap. I'd rather, you know, if they taste good and I drink it and I don't become ill afterwards, sitting on the toilet, then all's good. Obviously soon, I'm looking a bit further afield now to get beers, because I've exhausted all the supermarkets and there's not a lot of interesting new stuff out there. I'm definitely looking at online, doing an online order at either somewhere like Drink Supermarket, Waitrose or Ocado. Those three have a lot, and the prices are relatively decent as well. So you get beers from that you've never heard of, but you're not paying £3-4 like you would at the breweries, which is, I know breweries need to make the money, but sometimes you're pricing yourselves out of the market by adding too much onto the price. If I go shopping somewhere, I looked earlier at this yesterday it was, sorry. I looked on Facebook at this company and I love some of the beers that they're producing. Fantastic beers. But the price, like 15 quid for a 50ml bottle, and I'm thinking, I'm not paying that, you know. Yeah, it's a 10% beer, but 15 quid. Put it at 5 or 6 quid, there's a good chance you're going to get a lot more sales. Sell it less, make more money, but make more money selling a load of them. Sometimes you price yourselves out of the market, I find anyway. I mean, if beers are in that sweet zone, like when I went to Titanic Brewery, they did their case prices, they did their beer prices, then they did a deal for like 3 for 6 quid or 3 for a £5 on some of their beers, and it made me buy 3 of each, you know, just for the sake of getting a lot of beer, a review stock, and obviously beers. And then I bought their Grand Reserve and filled, you know, I spent about 60 quid that day. Got some good beers. I was going to spend more, but I was trying to keep some of my pennies back. So, from a company I've never heard of before, very nice beer. Looking forward to drinking their collaboration beer as well. And the amount of breweries these days, it's astounding how many breweries are. Obviously, we all know the big breweries like the likes of Marston's, Fuller's, Shepherd and Neame. But there's so many around the country. You only have to look when you have a beer festival in your area. We have Robin Hood Beer Festival in Nottingham, and there's breweries in Nottingham I've never heard of. Never heard of. I mean, I don't really go to pubs anyway, to be fair. But yeah, there's lots of breweries that never even had a beer from, never heard of. And some of these are on the doorstep. There's one in Daybrook somewhere, which is around the corner from me. Never heard of it. I've never actually found it either, to be fair. But though I know I've got a load of beer mats from Flipside Brewery, which used to be in Colic, but they've actually closed down, or they've been took over by another brewery, Magpie Brewery, I think it is. So sad to see when breweries do collapse or get took over, and some people are made redundant. You know, it's sad, but I suppose that's life, isn't it? I suppose in that way. Right. So, massive aroma. You could not get, you know, when you open a bottle and there, I'm sniffing on the top, I'm trying to pick out the aroma, and I can't get any aroma from it. This wallop of aroma, wallop of taste. It's got both, unfiltered, but it doesn't spoil what it is. It's an immense beer. So, 5 Points Brewing Company there, 5 Points Jupa. Yeah, well happy with this. What a good beer should be. I mean, I'm not a massive pale ale fan, but this beer has got good taste, good aroma, and can't fault it for that. And a decent strength as well. I do like, 5.5 is a nice strength. At 5 then. About 4.45 out of 5. That was really nice. Definitely a beer I'd like to try again. At some stage anyway. Thanks for watching. See you soon.